Yo people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for the Chelsea versus Leeds preview. And I must say, people, the injury crisis continues, but it looks like some manager's going to have to go out there with a couple of limbs and get the job done, okay? Whether you got a knock or you got a knack, you got to get out there and keep it intact because we have to win this game. We have to. We have Brentford midweek. You can patch up your injuries and your issues then. But Leeds at home after, you know, quite a little bit of a downer of a run recently, you know, dropping points to, you know, Manchester United, dropping points to West Ham. We now need to get back on the horse and win this match. We've got a couple of injuries on both teams, so there really is, again, no excuses. We need to be proving Big Steve wrong, okay? Because it's looking really peak, and I can't keep going into those debates with only one hand. It's a problem. So, for us, obviously, Trevor Chaloba's still out. Hopefully returns back to training next week. Kova out, Kante out, Chilwell out. Jorginho's got a knock. Tuchel sounds like he's going to play him regardless, and he's just going to have to get through it again. And then hopefully doesn't play against Brentford in the cup in midweek, and then just gets a full week rest, and hopefully he's back to fitness after that. On Leeds' side, Bamford's out, Phillips is out, Cooper's out, so there are some big names missing for them. Bamford actually literally just came back and then literally got injured again. I think he got injured during the celebration on his return, so mad. But for us, we need to go and win this game. We're behind Manchester City and Liverpool now by a couple of points. Means that we cannot afford to slip up. A little smirk, a little smile from Saj in the background. The guy is loving life. Listen, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I'd rather we take this rough road right now and hopefully get back on the horse and keep it moving.
What happened to all the December talk?
We like being the chaser.
What happened to the December talk?
The chase. You never played that game? You ever seen that game?
I know the chase.
Yeah, you're the judge sitting up at the top. We're the chaser.
The black mold one.
Yeah. We're the chaser. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? We're more than comfortable in this situation. Ain't nobody nervous around here. So, with that being said, we already know what Leeds are as a team. They're going to be aggressive. They're pressing. Their energy levels are very high. They haven't been great this season. Much maybe being found out a little bit, but defensively, we know they're going to be open. Manchester United absolutely dismantled this team earlier on in the season, and that was with Ollie, who eventually got sacked. So we know Leeds, you know, they'll just open up their legs for everyone, regardless. It's a little bit mad.
Don't look at me. No. Don't look at me to make a sexual joke. Because then they're going to get at me that I talk too much. Move on.
So, in that case, we need to make sure that we take advantage of that. A lot of people are saying maybe Timo Werner could play this game after the 2 goals he got in midweek. Obviously, Leeds don't play a defensive, you know, deep line. They are quite, you know, aggressive in terms of on the front foot with Bielsa. They do leave space in behind. They do leave gaps in between their defence. And it is an opportunity for someone quick with some pace to take advantage. Do I think Timo Werner on form, obviously, he's played 1 game, which is great, in comparison to maybe Mason Mount, who dropped, you know, good performances against Watford, against West Ham. Ziyech has been really good recently. Kai looked really good coming off the bench once again. He's been really good. Do I think Werner really in form gets into the front 3? Probably not, but tactically I could understand how he would. So it's an interesting conversation there. We'll get to that in a minute as well. In midfield, like I said, it's very predictable for us. We need to try and regain some control. I know Jorginho has not been great recently. You now know going into the game he's got a knock. Again, not trying to make excuses for the guy, but if you're injured and you're playing with an injury, you know, what do we expect but a few errors? So hopefully there are no errors in this game. He is going to have a lot of responsibility in there, picking up the ball off the centre-backs, Loftus-Cheek in the second phase, and hopefully, and especially under a press as well, I'm really hoping there's no mistake like we saw against West Ham, maybe with an under-hit pass to Mendy, and we saw against Manchester United with a loose touch to Sancho. So that is a little worry for me in the midfield when we're being pressed and Jorginho isn't fully fit, that there could be more individual errors in there. Mendy sounds like he's going to come back into the team as well. Listen, I've seen a lot of reactionary takes on Mendy in terms of, you know, maybe he can't, you know, kick a ball straight and, you know, build up play. He has been pretty much flawless this whole calendar year since maybe Everton away last year under Frank Lampard, where he did make an individual error that cost us a penalty. He hasn't really made many individual errors leading to goal. We do play out from the back all the time, so Mendy must be doing a decent job. Some Chelsea fans, but a lot of rival fans as well.
You can't have it both ways. This stick riding that's going on of 1 minute, he's the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, and most people are saying that for the most part.
Yep.
And now he's bad because he makes 1 mistake.
Yeah.
No.
We can't.
Don't work that way.
We need to, you know, not live so much in the moment and just remember all the good things that Mendy's done. I think Mendy's been brilliant for Chelsea, an incredible signing, one of the best signings that we've made in the last couple of years, hands down. And I'm more than confident he's going to get back to his top level, and hopefully in this game keeps a clean sheet. We know defensively we've been an absolute train wreck in the last couple of games. 6 goals conceded in the last 2 games. That was more goals than I think we conceded nearly all season before those games. So yeah, it's not good defensively. Maybe the attack now it's their turn to carry the workload. You know, defense has been carrying this team on its back. Now the defense are like, we're going on holiday. Time for you, man, to step up. I don't know. Maybe it's a switcheroo, Uno reverse card situation. But for me personally, I need a clean sheet this game. And I need the individual errors to be cut out completely. So in that said, you know, that's my team up on the screen now. I think, you know, contract situations are definitely a talking point right now. Are they a distraction? Me and Saj were just talking about off air. You know, you've got Rudiger running out of contract. Looks like he's going to be going to Real Madrid. You've got Silva running out of contract. Hopefully he stays. He's been absolutely incredible, even at 37. Azpilicueta. In fact, I thought that was going to be a simple situation. You know, a loyal servant, someone who's been at the club for so long. But then the conversation on All You Can Eat Chelsea about World Cup, him wanting to play maybe in the last World Cup for Spain. He needs minutes for that. Maybe his head will be turned. He's been linked with Barcelona. It's starting to worry me a little bit. Again, a lot of... Yeah, Christensen's not done. A lot of people think Azpilicueta is finished. I'm waiting a little bit longer to reserve that judgment. I think we have this conversation every single season about Azpilicueta because he has a couple of bad games, but then he always pulls it out and reaches another level again. So I'm gonna take my time with that one before people start jumping to the conclusion that he's finished. He's had a poor run for sure, but I'm gonna wait. We'll see if it's an Ivanovic versus Swansea situation very soon. And remember that one if you can. And Christensen, like you just said, another guy running out of contract. And my confidence levels are not as high as I thought they would be with Christensen signing as well. That's around 50-50, just because it's taking so long. And pre-contracts are literally a few weeks away. AC Milan have been linked. Why on earth would you want to leave Chelsea for AC Milan? I don't know. But hey, you know what I'm saying? If they're going to pay you the money that you want, maybe that's the conversation.
But getting your meatballs, which is very stereotypical, because in Italy, they don't actually eat. No one eats spaghetti and meatballs together. That's a rest of the world thing.
Well, pineapple on pizza is one thing they definitely don't eat.
I love it. Pineapple on pizza.
You're a disgrace. Any Italian would absolutely slap the shit out of you right now. They absolutely hate it when you fuck with their food. And I don't blame them. You don't put fruit on pizza, people. Seriously, if you do that, then just don't even talk to me. But anyway, so that issue contract-wise in the defense is definitely maybe a distraction. I don't know. I hope not. But it's certainly something that I'm going to have to start considering as we keep shipping the goals week on week. So hopefully that stops. So that's my team in terms of, you know, Christensen for me, Thiago Silva and Rudiger at the back. Now, again, concentration needs to be key. Hopefully Thiago Silva holds the hands and holds them together because there's been a few errors on both sides recently. Then obviously wing-backs, Reece James is going to start wing-back. That was confirmed. And on the left-hand side, Marcos Alonso comes back into the team. Not because I like him or really rate him highly, but because Saul, for me, left way too much space for Saul to be defending 1v1 in that Zenit game. He just kind of just left him isolated. Saul wasn't great either. So I'm going to go back to Alonso and just keep praying and pushing for January to come as soon as possible. The New Year sales are upon us. There's a lot of players out there that are available. Wijnaldum on loan potentially from PSG. Digne.
He just signed this season.
Yeah, I know, but he's apparently available. Digne at Everton is apparently also not in favour of
They're not going to sell.
Rafa Benitez.
No way.
There's a lot. You never know. There's a few players out there.
Buckets.
Bargain buckets. We're having a yard sale, people. So I'm looking forward to January. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully Chelsea are ready to go on that one. Midfield, like I said, Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek. That's predictable. And then in the front three, for me personally, I'm going to go with Ziyech, Mason Mount, and Kai Havertz. I just think those three have played together and shown some chemistry in recent times when they've played. I know Werner had a good game in midweek. I'm going to have him as a super sub off the bench. I think him and Lukaku, you know, maybe they can establish some sort of partnership in the front too, but I wouldn't play Lukaku in this game. I just think, again, not fully fit, wasn't great against Zenit, let him play against Brentford. So that's my team. Let me know what you think in the comments. You probably will disagree with some of it. So again, let me know your team. Smash up the icons. Man them, we are going to Stamford Bridge and I'm not. I didn't get a ticket. But we are, maybe you are. Metaphorically. In spirit, we're going to Stamford Bridge. And hopefully we can take the 3 points. The watch-along will be here, of course. And the F1 watch-along also on Sunday will be on YouTube as well. I am buzzing for that race. Oh my God, it's the last one. Level on points, Verstappen versus Hamilton. Lovely. In a bit, people. Peace. Fuck off.